Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Northeast Knights pregame show. You might be asking yourself, don't I recognize those two handsome devils on TV? Why, yes you do. We're your very own sports guys, Ryan Andrews and Paul Baker. Good to see you again, Paul.
It's been a while.
Yes, it has. You might notice the third sports guy is missing, and we'll tell you why he is later. But tonight's pregame show, we're going to focus on the Northeast Knights. And you might be asking yourself, who are the Northeast Knights? And they are a semi-pro football team in the NIFL, which is the Northeast Independent Football League. This is their inaugural season. It's also the inaugural season for the NIFL. It's a new season for the NIFL, first season for the NIFL, but a lot of other semi-pro teams have joined the NIFL from other leagues.
Right.
So it's not new for everybody in the league.
Right. It's kind of a hosh-posh of teams that got together. Some brand new teams, and some teams that have been around have a couple of years under the belt.
Now Paul is actually playing for the Knights this year. I was a little bit too scared to play myself.
That's all right.
Didn't want to get hurt, but on today's show we're actually going to be interviewing the starting running back Marcus Lewis, who we're going to talk to him about his year, and he's actually coming off a knee injury. And he's going to be back in time for the playoffs.
Correct. Yep.
Which is going to be a big boost to this offense because he's a stud out there. He can really run people over, and
you can run through them. You can run around them. It's just
it makes them miss, and he's just an all-around really good running back. Yep. And we're going to be talking to Ron Lottie Jr., who is the third sports guy,
yep.
And also the owner of the Northeast Knights.
Yep. This is his. He's the brainchild behind the whole thing, and he got the whole team started from scratch, from having a place to play to having enough players to front the team. Yeah,
he's been working real hard at this since February of '06, and we're going to talk to him.
Well, actually, no, He started the end of '05, really starting the planning and plotting and
getting
everything,
and then into gear in February, and we're going to be talking to him about that. Now let's talk about the Knights a little bit here. This is the playoff pregame show,
right?
And the playoffs start actually November 11th. They're going to be our playoff game is going to be at Neshoba Tech, tentatively at 7 p.m. That time could be bumped up due to unforeseen circumstances to 3 p.m. Just stay tuned to Channel 8, and they're going to scroll it on the screen and let you know if there has been a time change. But plan on 7 p.m. We're going to be playing the Southern Vermont Storm, who are 5-2, and the Knights are 6-1.
Correct.
And there is one more regular season game to be played, so those records will change, but that's not going to affect playoffs or seedings. The Knights right now have the number 1 seed in the Western Division, and the Storm have the number 2 seed.
Correct.
Now over in the Eastern Division, there's the UMaine Black Bears. It's the tackle club football team. It's not their college team.
Right. UMaine has a college team, sanctioned by the NCAA. And this is basically a on team. The kids that either couldn't or didn't want to play for the school team, they formed a club, on-campus club.
It's almost like an intramural league.
Almost, yeah. And they've taken it to another level. And they're the first of the kind in New England, at least, that we know of.
Well, maybe something like that will catch on and make this league bigger next year. And they're the number 1 seed in the East.
Correct.
And they're going to be playing Central Maine, the number 2 seed in the East. Again, they both have one regular season game left to play, which will not affect seedings. UMaine is 4-3 and Central Maine is 3-4. That definitely seems to be the weaker of the two divisions.
It seems to be, but you know
what? You never know what.
We've played Vermont twice. In the first game, we went up to Vermont and won 9-0. I mean, that's a close game right there.
It is.
And we had to have a late second half comeback against them at home at Neshoba Tech.
Just a couple weeks ago.
We were down 15-0 at one point. I mean, it's just we dug down and came back, but this is a tough Vermont team.
Ended up beating them 24-15, another 9-point victory for you guys. They seem to be they seem to give you guys a little bit of trouble.
Yep, match up well.
They do, and they are a good team. They're very talented. They're very quick around the ball. So that's going to be a very good game again. November 11th, 7 p.m. Maybe might move up to 3 p.m. And
yep, and that's at Neshoba Tech in Westford, Mass.
In Westford, Mass. Yep. And we hope that you all can come out and support the Knights.
Yeah, we'd love to see you guys out there. I mean, get down there. It's $5 at the gate, $5 for adults, $2 for kids. And if any of the kids can wear the Pop Warner jerseys, the kids can get in for free.
That is true. That is a nice little incentive to get.
They open up the concession stands. There's food. You can get hot dogs and chili and drinks and stuff. So it's a good time. And for semi-pro football, it's relatively inexpensive. I mean, $5 for an adult. So I mean,
for good entertainment too.
And the money goes right back to the Northeast Knights. None of it goes into our pockets. It goes right back into the team to pay for the use of the field and whatnot.
Now what we're going to do now is we're going to break into some highlight clips, show you guys all clips of what you might have missed earlier this year, and we're going to come back and we're going to be sitting down talking to Marcus Lewis in studio.